Halfmilesniper here. I'm back on the range today. Today we've got the 6 Creedmoor out, and compliments of viewer Izzy, who is so kind enough to send me the empty chamber indicator, that nice leather wrapped accuracy juice mug that, well, I forgot to bring with me today. I had my truck mug with me, and a bunch of 6mm brass and bullets, and we're going to test some of the 112 grain match burners today. So y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. Okay, well, we're going to hump on down range here, get the target cam set up, show you the target, and then we'll hoof it back to the firing line and test out those match burners. Thank you so much for the brass and bullets, Izzy, and the coffee mug, and the ECI empty chamber indicator. You were way more than generous, sir. Thank you so much. So I'll bring it back when we get the target line. Okay. So we can see that the camera is pretty much in line with the target there. Not really giving me lots of extra room. But I got 3 dots on the target. We're going to be shooting 3 5-round groups. I played around in GRT, Gordon's reloading tool, and dummy me, forgot to write down the velocities Gordon said we were going to be getting, so it's going to be all new to me. But I chose these because of the velocities. So 38.1, 38.3, and 38.5 grains of H4350, pushing the Barnes 112 grain match burner. Let me go ahead and get this going. Okay. And we're going to hoof it on back to the firing line and get these shots down range. I think I mentioned it in the last video. This range is hard to get good video on because it's light, it's dark, and I'm running an exterior light on my GoPro to see if that helps any. It still looks like a pretty dark video right now, but I am in the shadow. Okay, I'll bring it back when we get to the firing line. Alrighty, so for those new to the channel, this is my 6 Creedmoor. I built it off a soulless action with a soulless barrel. I put it in an MDT Oryx stock. I am running the MDT vertical foregrip, a JKL bag rider, which people suggested. I finally got one, and yeah, I should have had one a long time ago. Also run MDT a ground pod for my bipod. Some people don't like them. They say they're loose. Mine is very tight. I don't have any problem with the Arca clamp coming loose. It doesn't, well, my Harris bipod wiggles around more than my MDT, so maybe those who've complained just happen to have gotten a less than a stellar unit. I am running an EC tuner brake, which I still have set to 0. I will be doing some tuner brake testing, I think, with some Varget loads eventually here. I am running the Vortex Venom 5x25 MRAD scope, and I have my Garmin chronograph mounted on a plate coming off my Arca rail. So it's looking wherever the gun's looking. I've not missed a single velocity running off the rifle. And as I said in the intro, these are 112 grain match burners, compliments of viewer Izzy, in brand new Hornady brass with Winchester large rifle primers. So we're going to be fireforming a few pieces of brass today and seeing how they shoot. Okay, so my original plan was I was going to load in order. First into the magazine, 38.5, then 38.3, then 38.1, and shoot 38.1, 38.3, 38.5, and repeat 5 times. Do it in a round robin fashion. And then I decided I'm not going to do that because I'm wanting to get the velocities. So I'm going to run it 38.1 for 5 shots, get my velocities, 38.3, then 38.5. Someday I'll shoot a round robin for group, but for right now we're going for velocity. Okay, target cam is running, chronograph is on, but I need to set it up for a new session. You'll never hear me complain about how difficult it is to set up the Garmin. We're done. Okay, target camera is running, chronograph is set up, y'all are running, magazine is loaded. We'll be starting with 38.1 grains of H4350, pushing the 112 grain Barnes Match Burner out of new Hornady brass with a Winchester large rifle primer. This rifle has 300 rounds on it now, and this will be the first bullet that isn't a 109 grain burger going down the bore. Okay, 38.1, here we go. My aim point, I'm going to put my crosshair right at 6 o'clock on that black dot down there. .2804.2. Brass looks good. .2800.8. .2792.6. .2807.4. Didn't catch that one. Caught myself holding my breath on that. I don't know if my eyes went fuzzy or if I jerked the trigger, but that one went low. I ruined a very good group, it looks like. 2812.7. So our 5-shot average was 2803.5. Our extreme spread, 20.1. And our standard deviation, 6.7. Let me recover my piece of brass. That barrel is still cold. I do have my barrel cooler. I do have my thermometer. But I can tell you right now, we don't need it. Okay, we'll be continuing on with 38.3. Again, this is the 112 grain match burner out of brand new Hornady brass with Winchester large rifle primer. And 38.3 grains of H4350. And this is out of my Solus 6 Creedmoor. Chronograph is reset. Scope is level. Try not to jerk the trigger. .15.6. One other thing I wanted to make mention of. Notice the table's not squeaking. I used a little bit of red that we made in a prior video on the hinge points. .22.7. .2808.9. .2811.3. .2812.3. Brass all looks good. 38.3 gave us a 5-shot average of 2814.1. Extreme spread of 13.8. And a standard deviation of 4.8. Take a look at that group real quick. Oh, it's under an inch. Maybe a 0.8. Don't know if it's the load or if it's me. Let me load up the third set, and I don't know if anybody's really noticed, but for those who always complain 3-shot groups don't tell you anything, I'm actually shooting 5-shot groups today. Shot 5-shot groups last time. It seems in testing, to me, my opinion, 5-shot groups are kind of a waste of resources, but they do give you a little more group data and a few more opportunities to do something stupid on the trigger. But figure if I'm going to shoot this gun in a match, I might as well shoot a few more 5-round groups with it so that, you know, in a match I'm going to have to shoot 10 shots each stage, pretty much, I believe. Now again, shot of accuracy juice, ears in. And this will be our final group. And this will be a 38.5, which should put us roughly 28-30 feet per second. And then we'll, in the future, have to see if we can get a little closer to 2850 and see if that tightens up any. I know Rob's Reloading has done some testing with the 112 grain match burners in some other 6mm cartridge he was loading. Might have been 6BR, might have been 6GT, I don't remember. It wasn't the 6 Creedmoor. Okay, 38.5. Final group. Just dawned on me. Target's in the sun, camera's in the sun. We'll see what happens. Make sure that target camera's still running. Again, our aim point is 6 o'clock, bottom edge of that black dot. Bad catch. 2841.9. Did not expect that. That was a little bit higher than I was expecting. $2834.4. $2824.3. $2836.1. $2820.6. Okay. Our 5-shot average. I made a good guess. 2831.6. Take it back, 5. Extreme spread 21.3. Standard deviation 7.8. Okay. Let's go pull that target and see how those did. Those shot a little bit slower than I was expecting. I don't remember what the velocities were in Gordon's for whatever reason. I didn't jot that down. I think I went with those because I knew they were going to be well below 2900, and I want it to work up into it, is what I'm thinking. I loaded those a while back before going to Mississippi, so I should have taken a better note. But they are shooting pretty close. I mean, I'm aiming at the 6 o'clock on the dot, and they're hitting at the mid to upper end of the dot, so not too shabby there. Okay, I'll bring it back when we get to, well, I'm not going to bring it back. I'm going to just keep it running so I can get up here and we'll make sure target camera's still running. It is. We will put that one to bed. Okay, so my aim point was literally right there on all the dots. This is the one that I felt I gave a little extra oomph to the trigger. Other than that, that was a pretty good group. That group's going to be just maybe a 0.8. And that group's going to be real close to an inch. But we'll take it back and we'll go measure that up. Nice group, running a little bit slow, closer to my target speed, but a wider group. I don't think it was me. Okay, with my caliper set to 243, we're able to measure the group without having to do any math. The caliper did the math for us. With the jerk, 38.1 gave us a 1.07 inch group. Without the jerk, that was a 0.409. But that jerk was in there. It's not like it was a cold bore shot. It came in the middle of the string, so that was clearly me. Gave us 2803.3 for an average with a 6.7 standard deviation. 38.3 gave us a 0.630 inch group at 2814.1 and 4.8 standard deviation. Still running slow, and I'd guess that this one was going to be 0.8, so I was way off. I guess this one was going to be an inch, and I was way off. 38.5 gives a 0.791 inch group at 2831.5, a little closer to our target speed, and 7.8 SD. All in all, they did pretty good. This was running slow, but gave a really tight group other than my jerking the trigger. Don't do that. Jerking the trigger's bad. Well. Izzy, thank you so much for sending me these match burners. They give me something to work with. I'm still going to keep working with my 109s, but I would like to find a backup or a secondary load using the 112 match burners. So we will build some more. We'll try to get the 2850-ish, see how they shoot, and then we'll play with the tuner once we do that. But hopefully before we get to that point, I will have a match under my belt. So much to do. But this is a really good shooting rifle. I really do like it. I am getting close to rebarreling the 6.5 PRC. I have my barrel. When I bought the barrel, I got a free chassis. So I did a chassis and a 700 Remington short action. I've ordered a rail. I think I went with the 10.5 inch rail. And I believe I'm going to convert my Remington 700 in 308 with the 20 inch barrel into a chassis system. Because maybe, just maybe, I can shoot tactical class with the 308 if I get that thing running good. That rifle's got a little over 1,000 rounds through it. This one here now has like 315 through it. So we're not burning this barrel up very quickly. We're taking our time with this one. So again, Izzy, thank you for the match burners. Thank you for the Hornady brass. Everything I've shot up to now has either been still working on the original one box of Berger 109 hybrid factory ammo, which was loaded in Lapua brass. I've shot 15 rounds of that. Everything else has been alpha brass that started life as 6.5 Creedmoor brass, and I reformed to 6 Creedmoor. Up until today, the only bullet that's been down this bore has been 109 grain Berger. So, all new territory here. Pretty cool. Again, thank you for the bullets. Thank you for the brass. Thank you for the ECI. Thank you for the leather wrap tumbler. And the nifty Texas Star coaster inserts for the cup holders in my truck. Thank you, Izzy. And thank all of y'all for watching. I really do appreciate it. If y'all could do me a favor, check out my affiliate links in the pinned comment below. I've got Sunway Photo, great for tripods. In fact, I'm waiting on a possible new tripod from Sunway Photo that I can't wait to share with y'all. It should be perfect for hunting. We'll see if that arrives anytime soon. I've got Anarchy Outdoors, and I've got Track Optics. So feel free to check them out. And if you're so inclined, feel free to buy something. Every little bit you buy there sends pennies to the channel and helps us out. I guarantee you, I make nowhere near enough money to cover what it takes to make videos, but I'm not complaining. I'd be out here doing it anyways. So, as always, Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, carry everywhere you can. I want to remind you, concealed means concealed. Keep your head on a swivel. Have a plan. Things are getting spicy and getting spicier, it seems. So, I need all y'all to make it home safe so y'all can watch me make a fool of myself sending bullets down range. I really appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so much. As always, Halfmilesniper reminding you, stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.
Send it. Hit.